And that is the final whistle. Tottenham 2, Nottingham Forest 0. What's your thoughts, Marlon?
Away performance, as they say. It's a typical away performance. Didn't start off great, but second half probably looked a lot better than we should have. But we've got the 3 points. We've missed the penalty. You got to take it. You got to take it. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think, look, we haven't really played the best football. I don't think we got out of second gear the whole game.
No.
And I think, yeah, it's a good away performance, a clean sheet, 2 goals, another 3 points.
Yeah.
And they've just said as well, we haven't lost in 10 Premier League games, which is a great stat considering we've had, in the last 10 Premier League games, we've had Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea away, Man City away, Liverpool away. We've had a tough run. We've had Wolves at home, Southampton at home, which we lost points last season.
Year, yeah.
So I think it's a great 3 points, and I think it shows what Conte is building here. Even considering that we hardly really got out of second gear the whole game.
No, and when we did have that bit of quality, we did threat. We got the penalty out of it. Kane, Richarlison, Sesh should have probably passed it to Kane there in the second half, but actually Richarlison's bit of quality, and it just picked Forest off.
Yeah, it was great.
And at the end of the day, that's what's going to happen in the Premier League, especially to Forest and teams at the bottom. So we done well. I'm probably more happy with today because it looks more positive than I have in the last 2 games. So we can't complain. I suppose the away fans as well will probably be quite happy with that as well. But it's 3 points.
Yeah.
And that's what we got. That's what we got to take. We got to take the 3 points, and we needed to be going into West Ham on Wednesday with a win.
Yeah, I agree. Look, I've said it yesterday as well. I don't care if we play every single game this season like that. If it means we've got a chance of challenging or winning something this season. If it means winning every single game playing like that, I don't care. I'd love to play like that just because it means we win. We how many times over the years we played brilliant football and we come up short every single time?
No, it's very true.
Unfortunately, we don't have the players to play that expansive football. And the way I see it is that this team is not fully Conte's team yet. It's a building process. He said it before. It's going to take time and patience, right? Yep. It's going to take quite a few windows for him to get what he really, really wants. And I think what's good about Antonio Conte is he knows how to make the most out of the players that he's got. And I think he's playing the best he can with the players that he's got. And it might not be pretty football, but he knows how to get results, and that's the main thing. Kulusevski said it in his interview, didn't he, the other day? He goes, Conte doesn't care how he plays. He just cares about winning. That's it.
Yeah, no, that's true. Now, you can see it. You can see by the way we played today, we didn't play well. We didn't play some of the football that we saw towards the end of last season, but we're winning games, and that's what's important. We're not dropping points. That loss column is still showing 0, and that's what's important right now, not losing. And I suppose that's what Conte's going for. He doesn't want to lose because losing, it doesn't breed confidence, and we need confidence going into all these games now. West Ham obviously on Wednesday, Fulham next week. It's the season's there. We've got games coming up that if we're taking 3 points, it brings confidence within the players.
Yeah, 100%.
And today, Kane has seen it. He doesn't need to play well. However, he'll still score goals.
Yeah.
He can see that if Son's not playing well, he knows that someone's going to come off the bench like Richarlison, who's going to come on and make an impact.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
And even Son, in the back of his mind, must be sitting there thinking, actually, I've got to play better than this. I've got to start performing. Otherwise, my place is up for grabs here. And the fact that Richarlison played that ball and how of quality as well.
What a ball.
You've kind of got to say, son, that's what Kane wants from you.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, that ball was the best cross I've seen all season from Spurs. I mean, what a ball from Richarlison. Outside of his left boot. Yeah. Beautifully crossed. Perfect height and weight. Yep. And Harry Kane was in the right place, right time, and he did well to get down low and just guide it into the net. He just guided the cross, and it was brilliant. It was really good. And that is what Richarlison can do. He can come on off the bench and really affect the game.
But what's really impressed me today, and I don't know what people may feel about this, but the defence actually played well. You know, we've come again with a clean sheet. So, you know, Sanchez again, you know, every time the ball was going in that box, you heard the commentator saying his name, and we probably said his name quite a few times today as well. So, you know, the midfield was getting a bit outrun in that first half, but we're getting there. I think there's a lot of positives to take out of this game. That we're getting there, and that's what's been the most important thing.
Yeah, definitely. I think people always say this, right? And it's. I know I'm not trying to say we're going to challenge for a title, because I don't think we will this season.
You know you want to say it.
No. I don't. No, do you know what? I don't because we're not. I don't think we're strong enough to do that. We're not. We're just not.
But do you think that's the aim?
That's the aim for over the next few years.
Yeah.
I just don't think that it's the aim right now, because I don't think we're ready to do it. We don't have the enough quality and depth. If you look at our bench today, the only player who could come on from an attacking sense and actually affect the game is Richarlison. I know Lucas Moura's there, but he obviously sees Lucas Moura as a kind of like right wing back now.
Yeah.
So you've seen it, because every time Moura's come on since the season started, he's come on as a right wing back.
No.
So that to me tells me that we still need a few more in that team, and we do need a bit more creativity, because it did lack it today.
Yeah, no, the bench said a lot today, because there was 4 defensive players on the bench today.
Yeah.
And, you know, let's be honest, we should be going to Forest with 4 defensive players.
Exactly, the
Forest
point.
are bringing on attacking players, and
Yeah.
we're bringing on defensive players.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to look. We can't be relying on that front three every game.
No.
Today's a prime example of why we had to buy someone like Richarlison.
Yeah, I agree.
And we probably do now need one more in.
Yeah, I think we need. I think if Brian Hill does go, it looks like they want to try and get someone in.
Yep.
And it's interesting what Gattuso said today, or yesterday, or today it was, and he was basically saying that he's 99% sure that they're going to get Brian Hill, because Tottenham, and what was he saying? 99% sure that they're getting their replacement sorted.
Okay.
So it does look like that there is someone coming in. And I think as soon as Tottenham sign that player, they will sanction the deal for Brian Hill. So that means you've got a winger replacement in. Whether or not they're going to get another midfielder, like a creative midfielder or someone like that, it remains to be seen. But
yeah, I can't see it at the moment. The reason I just can't see it, because Basuma was kind of one of the signings that came in straight away.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at going, did Conte want that attacking midfielder? You know,
Maybe not.
Did he see that Kane and probably Kulu can play that role? Possibly. But he hasn't tried it yet. Will he? You know, that's the thing. He's stubborn. As you said earlier, he's very, very stubborn. So he might not see as an attacking midfielder as the main priority. But, you know, we can see today we were crying out for one.
Yeah.
I think not even crying out for one. I just think he could have just put Kulu in the middle.
Yeah, I think the way Kulu was playing, wasn't it?
And it was the way that Kulu was playing. And I think we have got the players, we have got the players who can play that cam role if we needed, as a backup.
Yeah.
But, you know, signing Basuma, and when we've got Bentancur and Højbjerg and Skip, you're kind of going, he wants to play the two. I just think long term, I think once we start seeing Basuma in the middle, I think a lot of our complaints will start going away going forward.
Maybe. I think, but it's hard to see, because I know Basuma he can be like that all-round, all-action midfielder. Yeah. So he's a bit like a box-to-box. He's also a very defensive midfielder, so he's got a shot on him, a long-distance shot on him, which is good. His stamina is ridiculous. So we have to wait and see, but I do think we still need that other option from the bench, because you need someone who offers something completely different than what we've got. Richarlison's great. He's great to have on the bench, great to be that rotation player, but I do think need to be able to change it up a bit more, because that game could have been where we're really struggling to break Forest down. If they were defensive and not coming at us as much, I don't think it'd be. I think it'd be more of a struggle today. Yeah, considering we didn't play that great.
I think the only issue that we've got right now, especially in the transfer market, is who's available.
Yeah, and that's the big question.
And that's the big question right now that we have to kind of look at, because everyone's crying out for a cam, but who's available? You know, do you go out and spend big, or do you go out and find someone who can do a job, like you said? And that's the big key thing right now. And obviously, do you go abroad or do you go for homegrown? And that's a lot to weigh up right now.
No, definitely.
To see where we're going to push. But yeah, a lot of the good stuff today came from Kulu being in the middle.
Yeah, so He kept driving into the middle, didn't he?
I think personally, for me, he can play that role, and he's played that role before. I just think Conte needs to trust him a little bit more in certain games to do it. So
well, it'll be interesting to see. We've got a couple of days left of the window.
Yep.
It finishes, I think, was it Thursday? Thursday it finishes. So the last night is Wednesday night. Let's see what the club can come up with if they do come up with anything, and we'll see who goes out and who comes in. But I think there's going to be a lot of players moving around from all clubs. So it's going to be an interesting, exciting kind of time.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're going to get some surprises along the way. But yeah, I mean, just to say, I think we'll wrap it up. And look, it was it was a decent performance away from home. We got the points, which is the main thing.
Important.
And look, I think they can go up another level. I think Spurs can go up into a few more gears.
Yeah, we can see that. We definitely know Spurs. We've seen it last season, and even with the players we've got now, even without the new ones, we can see they can go up another level. It's just give it a couple more weeks, and then we'll see how it goes. Yeah,
definitely. And I just want to say thank you for joining us today, Marlon. Again, it's absolute pleasure to have you in there, man.
You too,
and I just want to just plug away and see where people can find you, Marlon.
Yeah, so I've got a channel called A View from the South Stand. You can find me on there after games. I've got 4 guests that I usually interview. And then sometimes you can find me on other streams as well. I do Hotspur Hood as well. So yeah, you can find me all on there.
Yeah, and you can find me on Tottenham Away with Brian Daigle, Brian Allen, and Ben Kaufman. And we also do the late night show on We Are Tottenham TV every Friday night at 1 a.m. UK time. And 2-0.
2-0.
Not bad. 3 points. Can't complain. And I want to just see what everyone else in the comments want to say about this game and how they feel the game went, what they feel was going to happen in the window. Let us know your thoughts. And as always, like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.